Welcome back everyone to the part 3 of Stop Using Very.
Oh, stop.
In the last 2 video lessons, we learned basic words with very and their advanced alternatives to boost your vocabulary. And this is the third one in the 5-part series. And again, we'll be discussing 10 basic words and their advanced alternatives. And I'm pretty sure it's going to boost your language skills and will help you in speaking English confidently and fluently.
He is right.
And I really thank you guys for the awesome comments that you have mentioned. And without wasting a single damn moment, let's dive into the session. Now, the very first basic word is very sleepy.
Very, very sleepy.
Do you know any advanced alternative of very sleepy?
And drowsy.
Of course, it's drowsy. One good example sentence is, after a long day, he felt drowsy and struggled to keep his eyes open.
Oh man, I can't keep my eyes open.
Come on, open your eyes. Open.
Now, the second basic word is very clean.
It's very clean.
Do you know any advanced alternative?
Immaculate.
Absolutely. It's immaculate. How do we pronounce it? Immaculate. Now, one good example sentence is, the house was immaculate after she finished cleaning.
The house is clean.
The third basic word is very tasty.
It's very tasty.
Don't use very tasty all the time, or it's going to give an impression that you have got a limited vocabulary. What's one good word that we can use instead of very tasty?
Scrumptious.
Of course, it's scrumptious. How do we pronounce it? Scrumptious. And example sentences, the cake was scrumptious. Everyone wanted a second slice.
Best cake ever?
Best cake ever.
The fourth one that we have is very dangerous.
Very, very dangerous.
One advanced alternative that you guys can use instead of very dangerous is
Perilous.
of course, perilous. What's the word? Perilous. Perilous. An example sentence is, climbing the steep cliff was perilous, especially in bad weather. Cliff, right, like a mountain, and the weather was terrible. That's why it was very dangerous. No, perilous, perilous. Now the fifth basic word is very creative.
Very creative.
What can we use instead of very creative?
Innovative.
Bingo! It's innovative. Innovative is a person who thinks out of the box. Very creative with new ideas. One good example sentence is, her ideas were innovative and always brought something new to the table.
What an awesome idea!
Now, the next basic word that we use quite a lot is very far.
Very far.
My house is very far. My school is very far. Stop using very far. I'll give one advanced alternative, and it is distant. What's the word?
Distant.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
Distant. One good example sentence is, the town was distant, so they had to drive for hours to get there.
Distant. I meant distant.
Right? Very far? No, it's distant. Now the next one is very detailed.
Very detailed.
Sometimes we use this phrase, the answer was very detailed. But do you know any advanced alternative?
Meticulous.
Of course, it is meticulous. How can we say it? Meticulous. Meticulous. Now, one good example sentence is, He was meticulous in his work, ensuring every detail was perfect.
It was perfect.
The eighth basic word is very crowded.
It's very crowded.
Sometimes we go to the market and we feel that, there are so many people, it's very crowded. Do you know any other word for it?
Bustling.
Of course, bustling. How do we pronounce it? Bustling. Bustling. And one good example sentence is, the market was bustling with people, making it hard to move around.
A lot of people.
Have you ever visited any market that was full with people?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Very crowded? No. Bustling. Now, the next one is
Very afraid.
very afraid. Right? Stop saying very afraid and start saying
I was petrified.
petrified. Right? What's the word? Petrified. So, one good example sentence is, she was petrified of spiders and would scream at the sight of one.
I don't hate spiders. I love them.
The lady was afraid of spiders and not very afraid, but petrified of spiders. And whenever she used to see one, she used to scream. Now, let's go to the 10th one. And the basic word is very different.
Very different.
I know we use this word very different quite a lot. Oh, my house is very different from his house. Oh, this car is very different from my car. But do you know any advanced alternative?
Disparate.
Of course, it's disparate. How do we pronounce it? Disparate. Disparate and not disparate, right? Disparate. And one good example sentence is, their opinions were very different. No, their opinions were disparate, making it hard to come to an agreement.
We don't think alike. We don't agree on anything.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today, again, we learned 10 basic words and their advanced alternatives. And these basic words and advanced alternatives are, stop saying very clean, start saying immaculate. Very sleepy? No. Drowsy. Very tasty? No. Scrumptious. Very dangerous? No. Perilous. Very creative? Innovative. Very far? Distant. Very detailed? Meticulous. Very crowded? Bustling. Very afraid? No, say petrified. And very different is disparate. And I'm pretty much confident that you'll start using these advanced alternatives to enhance your language range and to speak English not just confidently but fluently too. And if you enjoyed this video lesson, if you found it informative,
Very informative.
then do share it with your friends.
Share it, brother.
Drop a like if you haven't already.
Like it.
And subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. And as always, I will see you in the next one.
Goodbye. I will be back.